So we're going to begin again our practices. It's going to be now taking places on Saturdays and Wednesdays. Saturdays, as we have done in the past, is going to be at 11, and Wednesdays is going to be at 6 p.m. Thank you for some of you that supported the Chakra Challenge. And let's begin. I mean, we have 1 hour, so we might as well start with our classes right away. So we have our model. Cisa is going to be here just in case we need any guidance, visual guidance. I'm going to try to guide you, telling you how to get to where we want to go, which is ultimately to enlightenment. So thank you again for being here, and let's begin the class by coming to child's pose. So toes together, heels apart, and then rest your abdomen on your thighs, rest your chest on your thighs, rest your forehead in the ground, and keep your arms alongside your body, palms facing up, and we begin our practice. The practice of involution. So we want to start to move involution towards evolution. So we want to start to shift our attention inward to understand what is the present condition of the now. How does it feel to be in the now? So gather information about the body and allow the body to surrender. So relax your ankles. You can relax your ankles and you can relax your knees. You can relax your hip joints. You can relax your shoulder joints, your elbows and your wrist. So you want to relax the joints of your limbs. But obviously we want to relax also the portals. So we want to relax your eyes, nostrils, mouth and ears. Those are the portals that connect us to the outside. We want to relax them because we're not looking at the outside, we're looking at the inside. We're going to start to identify our magnetic field, our electromagnetic field. So that way we can create light. And that's what we want. We want light so that we can enlighten up ourselves. That's the ultimate goal of yoga. So pay attention now to your breathing, because without the breath, there is no yoga. So we want to use the practice of pranayama, the prolongation of the prana. We want to narrow the back of the throat, and we want to start to push the breath out and to pull the breath in, so that we can feel the diaphragm with every inhale moving down, and with every exhale the diaphragm is going to go back in. So we want to pay attention to that muscle, the diaphragm, which is the muscle that will help the lungs to manage the prana. And prana is the life force, so we want to understand that life force. So practicing right now the understanding of the body and the understanding of the energy of the body. So now let's move a little bit deeper to understand what's going on in that layer, which we call that Manomaya Kosha. Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha. So pay attention to the breath and to the body. Move your hands alongside your knees. Press the ground. Lift up the torso to an upright position. And bring your palms together in front of your heart. Anjali Mudra. Yes, it's a mudra sensing the unity, the oneness. What do we want to unite? Yes, the male and the female. We want to unite the human part of us and the divine part of us. We want to unite the electromagnetic field. What's on your head and what's on your heart. Identify what's on your head. Identify what's on your heart. And now bow your head towards your heart. And create a clear intention with an elevated emotion. That's the electromagnetic field. Whenever you're ready, lift up your chin, open your eyes, and rock yourself forward and come to your hands and knees. Keeping your hands solid, fingers spreading, gathering information about all the joints of your hands, maintaining your ankles aligning with your knees, your toes pointing to the back. Take a deep inhale. And with your exhale, go forward and down, and you do chaturanga with your knees on the ground, point with your toes. Then inhale, forward and up. Let's do a little bit of a cobra. And with an exhale, move the sitting bones back to Adho Mukha Virasana, keeping the hands planted. Following the inhale, lift up. Following the exhale, go forward and down. Elbows in. Inhale, forward and up. Now collarbones out. And with an exhale, push the ground and move the sitting bones to the heels and keep your elbows straightened, so open up the armpits. Following the inhale, come up. Following the exhale, go forward and down, point with your toes. Following the inhale, forward and up, point with your breastbone upward. And with an exhale, sitting bones to the heels and keep your hands planted, elbows straightened. Inhale, up, come on. Exhale, forward and down. So we're trying to link breathing and movement. Inhale, forward and up, feel up the lungs, let the diaphragm move down. And with an exhale, sitting bones to the heels. And we do it again. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward and down, and open the toes, open the fingers. Inhale, forward and up, open the chest so you are aware of opening up. Exhale, close the abdominal area. And let's do 2 more like that. Inhale, come up, hands and knees. With an exhale, go forward and down. With an inhale, go forward and up, opening up the collarbones, and with an exhale, sitting bones to the heels. And let's do just 1 more of those. Inhale, come up. You're linking breathing and movement. Exhale, forward and down, collarbones open, elbows in. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, sitting bones to the heels. Now, inhale, come up, hands and knees, and let's come to tabletop, keeping your hands shoulder distance apart and keeping your knees hip distance apart. Sense what's going on, point with your toes to the back, feel your shins pressing in the ground, and then with an inhale, let's do cow's tilt. That's right, it's a back bend. And with an exhale, let's do the opposite, cat's tilt. So lift up the spinal column like a cat. Inhale, cow's tilt, sitting bones up, chin up. And with an exhale, let's do cat's tilt. So squeeze the lower abdominal area. That's right. Inhale, cow's tilt. Now feel the lumbar contracting. Exhale, cat's tilt. Now feel the lumbar expanding. 4 more. Inhale, cow's tilt. Now feel your collarbones opening up. Move them apart. Exhale, cat's tilt. Now move the collarbones towards each other. Inhale, cow's tilt. Feel now the shoulder blades moving towards each other. Exhale, cat's tilt. Now separate the shoulder blades. Let's do 2 more like that. Inhale, cow's tilt. Now feel the anterior tilt of the pelvis. Chin up, sitting bones up. Exhale, cat's tilt. Forehead towards the pubic bone. Abdomen in. 1 more. Inhale, cow's tilt. Now roll your toes under. And with an exhale, lift up to downward dog. Now with an inhale, come to plank. Stay in plank. Keep your elbows straightened, knees straightened. And with the exhale, let the pelvis down. Couple of inches from the ground. Chin up. Inhale, plank. And exhale, back to downward dog. So push with your quadriceps. Inhale, plank. Exhale, pelvis down, head up. Inhale, plank. And exhale, back to downward dog. So engage your quads. Inhale, plank. Keep your quads engaged. Exhale, pelvis down, head up. It's a back bend. Inhale, plank. And go back to downward dog. Straighten your elbows. Inhale, plank. Exhale, pelvis down, head up, heels to the back, collarbones open. Inhale, plank, and go back to downward dog. Let's do 2 more like that. Inhale, plank. Exhale, pelvis down, head up. Just waking up now the spinal column. Inhale, plank with strength. And back to downward dog. Let's do just 1 more. Inhale, plank. Exhale, pelvis down, head up, collarbones open. Inhale, plank, and go back to downward dog. Now with an inhale, lift up the right leg up towards the ceiling. And with an exhale, bring your right foot forward. Plant the right foot and take a moment. Scoop your hands, fingertips on the ground, and take a moment, look at the right foot, and make sure that you identify the best of the right foot. By the way, the best of the right foot is at the center, it's at the core. The best of you is at your core. So keep looking, can bring in light. The light of the outside, bring it in. Because the body doesn't have that much light. So the light is going to come from the outside. That's why we do sun salutations. Feel that sensation, scooping your hands. Now reach with the left heel to the back. Left quadricep pressing up. Right quadricep pressing down. The right hip joint moving to the back. The left hip joint moving to the front. And slowly bring the right foot back to plank. And go back to downward dog. Inhale, left leg up, right heel down. And use the exhale and plant now the left foot really clear. Look clearly. That's what we're looking for. Light, so that we can see with clarity how can we transform the electromagnetic field. How can you transform your electromagnetic field? So look at the center of that left foot. Scoop your hands, fingertips in the ground. Feel the weight that you're putting on that left foot, and make sure that you identify the center of the left foot. Now reach with the right heel to the back, the left knee to the front. Gather information about that right quadricep pressing upward, the left quadricep pressing downward. So there are two actions at the same time, like the Anjali Mudra. Now moving that left hip joint to the back, the right hip joint to the front, doing a little bit of a back bend so that you feel that action. And then slow, palms on the ground, bring the left foot back. Let's go back to downward dog. Inhale, right leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale, right foot forward. The same principle, the best of the right foot. So make sure that there is a right angle between the right foot and the right shin, between the right shin and the right thigh. The left leg is active, so the left leg is awakened. Once you identify that, bring both hands on top of the right knee. Sense the center of the right foot. Sense how the body wants to go and compromise, because gravity is working against us. So what we want to do is to learn how to work with gravity. Feel that action. Walk with your hands back towards the base of the thigh and move your hands to your hips. Good. Now keep that right shoulder on top of the right hip joint. Keep the left shoulder on top of the left hip joint, your chin level, and feel now that your occipital, the back of your head, is aligning with your sacrum. There is a straight line so that you can understand the vertical line. Sense it. Now with an inhale, swing your arms up to the north. And now, feeling the south, look up at the north. Now that you're looking up at the north, let's identify what's going on in the pelvis. Where is the sensation? So move that right knee forward, a little bit more. Right knee forward, the left heel to the back. So you feel, you communicate, you create that communication between the inhale and the exhale, between what's on your head and what's on your heart, between the front and the back, the right and the left, and slow, hands to the ground. With an inhale, bring the right foot back, in plank, and go back to downward dog. Inhale, left leg up. And with the exhale, bring the left foot forward. Center of the left foot really clear. And bring both hands on top of the knee. Tracking the center of the knee with the center of the foot. So the center of the left knee is tracking the center of that left knee. They are related to one another. The same way that we are related to one another. Walk with the hands back towards the base of the thigh. Right hand to the right hip joint. Left hand to the left hip joint. And feel the relationship between the right hip joint and the left hip joint. Feel now the relationship between the left hip joint and the left shoulder joint. And between the right hip joint and the right shoulder joint. So you understand the relationship on the body, so that there is a clear communication, so that the light of communication is clear. You know what's going on inside of you, not outside. Outside, we have no idea, but on the inside, you know. Sense it, be clear. Now, left knee forward, right heel to the back, and inhale, swing your arms up. Now, pay attention to the north. Pay attention to the south. Pay attention to the east. Pay attention to the west. But what's inside of you? So you want to understand what's happening inside of you. How can you improve yourself? Improve the inhale, improve the exhale. Do it right now, because this is it. This is the time to make the changes. And change is the only constant. And slow, hands to the ground. With an inhale, bring the left foot back. And with an exhale, go back to downward dog. So we are adding. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right foot forward, paying attention to the center of the right foot. Then inhale, swing your arms up to the north, all the way up to the north. And with an exhale, hands to the ground. Now leave your left hand in the ground, and with an inhale, lift up the right arm up. Now we assess what is going on in that Manomaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha. Yes, we want to go to the Anandamaya Kosha. The Anandamaya Kosha is where we're going to see the light. The light comes when you are at that divine center. And with the light, then you can recreate stuff. You can make things happen. But right now, what I want you to understand is what's going on in your body is the right knee trying to buckle out. Move the right knee towards the left shoulder. Feel that inner right thigh muscle. Move that left shoulder blade back, away from the left ear. That's right. Now lift up the right shoulder blade up, away from the left shoulder blade. So you're opening up the chest. Now reach with the left heel to the back, the right knee to the front, the right knee towards the left shoulder, and slow, hand to the ground. With an inhale, bring the right foot back. With an exhale, go forward and halfway down. With an inhale, go forward and up, upward dog. And with an exhale, go back to downward dog. With an inhale, lift up the left leg up. And use the exhale to bring the left foot forward, center of the left foot in the ground. Inhale, swing your arms up to the north, look up at the north. That's so you know where the north is. And now, hands to the south. Look at the right hand, keep it, and inhale, lift up the left arm up. So then we're understanding what is the compression, what are the actions that we have been doing all these years that we can change them because the world changed. So if the world changed, why not to change with it? Why not us to be the change that we want to see now? It's a great opportunity for us to make the new. So sense it. Feel how it feels. Stay alert. Gather information with that right hand. Move that right shoulder blade back, away from the right ear. Move the left shoulder blade up, away from the right shoulder blade. Move that left knee forward and move the left knee towards the right shoulder so that you feel the inner left thigh engaging your adductor. Reach with the right heel to the back. Open up the chest. You're feeling the pelvis opening up your perception about light, and slow, hand to the ground. With an inhale, bring the left foot back. And with an exhale, go forward and halfway down. With an inhale, go forward and up, opening up the heart. And with an exhale, go back to downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. With an inhale, lift up the right leg up. And with an exhale, bring your right foot forward, all the way between your hands. With an inhale, swing your arms up, all the way up to the north. And with an exhale, hands on the ground. With an inhale, bring the right foot back. And with an exhale, go forward and halfway down. Inhale, forward and up, opening up the heart. And with an exhale, go back to downward dog. Inhale, left leg up, right heel down. And with an exhale, foot forward, all the way between the hand. Press it. Inhale, swing your arms up to the north. Look at the north. And with an exhale, look at the south. And prepare your hands clearly. Inhale, bring the left foot back. Exhale, forward and halfway down. Heart open. Nice. Upward dog, heart open. And go back to downward dog. Let's do two more like that. Inhale, right leg up. Left heel down. Exhale, right foot forward, all the way between the hands. Inhale, swing your arms up to the north. And following the exhale, place your hands evenly in the ground. Inhale, right back, in line with the right hand. Chaturanga Dandasana, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, three-legged dog with the left arm. Exhale, foot forward. Inhale, launching all the way up to infinity and beyond. And exhale, hands to the ground. Inhale, bring the left foot back. And forward and halfway down, Chaturanga Dandasana, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And go back to Dhanurya Dog. One more. Inhale, right leg up, left heel down. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, swing your arms to the north. Exhale, hands to the ground. Inhale, plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, leg out. Exhale, foot forward. Inhale, swing your arms up to the north. Exhale, hands to the south, in the ground, solidity. Inhale, bring the foot back, forward and halfway down, forward and up. And go back to Dhanurya Dog. So now I want you to stay in Dhanurya Dog, and I want you to feel right now what's on your heart. What is the feeling in the heart? That's right. What is the feeling on your, what's going on in your head? What do you want? Do you have a clear intention about what you want to do with this new opportunity in life? If we have a new opportunity, why not to take full advantage of it? Full advantage of it. This is your life. So you're not waiting for anything. You're making things happen. So make things happen with the body first. Then you do things with energy, with the breathing. Pranayam. I practice pranayam every day. As much as I can. Anytime I have a weird thought, a weird emotion, breathing. I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it to control it. I'm going to use it to manage. I'm going to use it to transform it. I'm going to use it so that I can transform my thoughts, that I can transform my emotions. I have that power because emotions are energy in motion. So I'm going to use energy to change my emotions. Inhale, right leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, lift your arms up to lunge. Exhale, hands to the ground. Now, bring the right hand to the inside of the right foot. Pivot on the ball of the left foot and bring the left heel to the ground. Press your right hand down and inhale, lift up the left arm up. Good. Now, I want you to identify the feeling. What is the feeling? What is the feeling in your guts? What is the feeling in your heart? What's going on in your head? You have the power to transform things, to transform your body. You can transform your body. You can transform your emotions. So you pay attention to the scale of emotions. Don't go to the lower emotions. Go to the upper, because we like to get high. We want to go to the higher emotion, to the higher level. So lift up that left hand up. And now at the same time, I want you to contract the right buttocks muscles and move the right sitting bone underneath the body so that you are rotating the pelvis, in essence, towards the left, the torso to the left, and slow. Left hand down, right hand to the outside of the right foot back to plank. Chaturanga Dandasana, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, and Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left foot forward. Plant the left foot clearly. Inhale, swing your arms up to the north, clearly to the north. And exhale, hands to the ground. Now move the left hand to the inside of the left foot. Pivot on the ball of the right foot. Right heel to the ground. Press your left hand down. And then inhale, lift up that left arm up. Now, Sisa did something really interesting. She wanted to bring that left kidney and move the left kidney underneath the body so that you can rotate. So you rotate, you pay attention to the energy on the fingers of that right hand. So the right arm is lifting, the right hand is giving you information. The left hand is giving you information. The right foot is giving you information, so is the left foot. So you're understanding what is the information, what is that communication system. Can you communicate with your body so that you are at your best? So your entire system is holistic. You become whole. If you become whole, that's an elevated emotion. So you want to create elevated emotions with a clear intention. What is your intention? What do you want? Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. So feel that left hand in the ground, the right hand up, opening up the heart. And now let's do the opposite. Activate the left buttocks, moving the left sitting bone underneath the body, lifting up the right hip joint, so you're rotating, opening up, feeling the kidneys connecting. There is a rotation in the torso, not in the lumbar, in the torso. And slow, hand to the ground. Bring that left foot back, forward and halfway down, chaturanga. Forward and up, opening up the heart, and go back to downward dog. So you're sensing the right, the left, the front, and the back. Now with an inhale, lift up the left leg up towards the ceiling. With an exhale, bring the left foot forward, all the way between. You have the same principle, center of the left foot. Inhale, lift up to high lunge. And from there, let's go to warrior two. Because we prepare the body for that. So open up your arms, shoulder level. That's right. So you're going to do an outward rotation of the arm. Outward rotation of the arms, but pronation of your palms. So it's an outward rotation of your arms, pronation of your hands, so your forearms. Now let's assess how can we improve that action. Bend the left knee forward and activate. Remember that inner thigh on the right, those muscles that we were doing, we were trying to move the knee in, those adductors, not the abductors, adductors. So feel that inner right thigh engaging and push it back. Left knee forward, arms solid, feel the alignment, feel the center, and slow. Hand to the ground, shoulder distance apart. With an inhale, bring the right left foot back, forward and halfway down, chaturanga. Forward and up, open up the collarbones, outward rotation of the arms. And go back to downward dog with an inward rotation of your thighs. Inhale, right leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale, right foot forward, all the way between your hands. Plant the right foot, center of the right foot. Inhale, lift up to high lunge. And now, with grace, warrior two. So you sense your warrior two. But now in your warrior two, you want to create an outward rotation of your arms. So it's an outward rotation of the arms, but then pronation of your palms. So your palms are going to be facing the ground. That's right. And you're sensing your verticality. Now bend that right knee forward. That's right. And now pay attention to the inner left thigh. So the inner left thigh is moving to the back. The right knee is moving to the front. The right hand is moving to the front, the left hand is moving to the back, and you're sensing verticality on your spine. Now, as if there is a puppeteer on top of you and is pulling a string right on the center of your brain, at the center where your hypothalamus is being lifted. So bend that right knee forward, left heel to the back, keep your arms active, sense it, be clear about the inhale, be clear about the exhale, and slow, hands to the ground. With an inhale, bring the right foot back, forward and halfway down. Inhale, forward and up, opening up the heart, and go back to downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right foot forward, all the way between the hands. Inhale, high lunge. And now let's go to warrior two again. We're just opening up the pelvis, we're opening up the body clearly, slowly. Now let's rotate that right palm to face you, and let's do reverse. Lift up the right hand up. So the right hand, because there is another rotation of the right arm, the right armpit is opening up. Bend the right knee. Keep the inner left thigh active. Sense it. Now bring the tip of your nose close to that right tricep, sensei, make the back of your neck long, bend the knee forward, steady, sensei, open up the ribs, feel the diaphragm on that right and slow. Hands to the ground. Inhale, right foot back, forward and halfway down, forward and up, upward dog, and go back to downward dog. Sensing. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left foot forward. Planted. Inhale, lift up to high lunge. And let's go to warrior two. Remember, we're just adding. We're just sensing how can we add? How can we make things better? How can you add actions in life to make your life better? By making your life better, you're making the planet better. That's my intention. Anytime I can, I try to help planet Earth because I am part of planet Earth. Planet Earth is part of me. Rotate the left palm to face you and let's do the reverse. You move the right hand alongside the right leg, you move the left knee forward and you feel the outer rotation of that left arm with the pronation of your palm. And you're bringing the tip of the nose close to the bicep. Now stay there and feel how it feels. I want you to feel what's going on in the left lung, what's going on in the diaphragm on the left side, opening up the ribs on the left side, opening up that left armpit, sensing how you're opening up the pelvis. It's a hip opener. So sense it. Go a little deeper. Bend the left knee forward, inner right thigh to the back. And slow, hands to the ground, shoulder distance apart. With an inhale, bring the left foot back, forward and halfway down. Then go forward and up, upward dog with a narrow rotation of your arm. And go back to downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. So we're sensing the right, the left, the front and the back. You want to activate your quads so that then your quadriceps are going to start to open up and move the pelvis away from your torso because we want to bring light into your central nervous system, the Sushumna Nadi. So we want to bring that light that will come from the electromagnetic field, we want to bring it into your spinal column because that's where the central nervous system is. So we want to understand that, what's happening there. So be clear about it. Be alert. Inhale, right leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale, right foot forward, all the way between the hands. Inhale, lift up to high lunge. And now let's go to warrior two. Good. Now with an inhale, straighten up the right leg. And with an exhale, bring the right hand to the outside of the right ankle. You can move the hand to the ankle, you can move the hand to the shin, or you can move your hand to the block. If you have your hand on the block, create a stability. Create stability on the right foot, create stability on the left foot. But now I want you to feel that right quadricep lifting. But as you feel the right quadricep lifting, feel the right calf lifting. So the right calf is pushing up. The right quadricep is lifting up the right kneecap, and then you're going to feel that muscle that we were talking about, that inner right thigh elongating. Now feel that left quad and press with the left quad directly towards the back. Now move that right sitting bone towards the left sitting bone. So move the right sitting bone to the back, move the right armpit forward, move the left ribs into the body. Sense it, open up the collarbones and slowly bend the right knee, hands to the ground. Bring the right foot back and then you do chaturanga. Upward dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, and go back to downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, lift up, the opposite leg up, left leg up. Exhale, left foot forward, all the way center. Inhale, lifting up your arms, lunge, and you go to warrior two. We're just adding. So feel the outer rotation. With an inhale, straighten up the left leg, and with an exhale, you release. The left hand is a lateral flexion. So you feel that you are flexing laterally. You establish the foundation. You establish that sternum to look for the sukha. So you feel that left hand giving you information, you feel the left foot giving you information, you feel the right foot giving you information. It's about information. That's what the light is so important. So the information that you are gathering, the information that you are absorbing is clear, crystal clear. No doubt about it. You know what is real, you know what is not. So people will not fool you, or people in the outside world, events will not fool you. You can have discrimination. So pay attention to that viveka, discrimination. Activate now the left quadricep, feel the left kneecap lifting, feel the left calf pressing upward, lifting to protect the kneecap, to protect the knee joint, because we are stretching tremendously that hamstring on the left, but also that inner left thigh. So feel the left sitting bone and move the left sitting bone towards the right sitting bone. So go deep into the crease between the left thigh and the pelvis. Move the left armpit forward, away from the left, from the groin. Feel now the ribs on the right and contract slightly the ribs on the right, so you open up your heart. Keep that right leg engaged, pressing against the right thigh bone. Listen to the breath. 2 more rounds of breath. 1 more. And slowly flex the left knee, hands to the ground. Inhale, bring that left foot back. Forward and halfway down. Forward and up. And go back to Dandasana Dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Okay, so we sense the right, the left, the front, and the back. We're looking for light. Light. We want to enlighten up. All right? So that's what we're looking for. To enlighten up. Looking for light. The light comes from above. That's why we do all those sun salutations. The light comes from above. And it's going to come through the crown of your head to illuminate your pineal gland, pituitary gland, your hypothalamus. Those guys will bring now the juices. Your pharma is going to come to all the other organs, all your endocrine system, pancreas, thymus, testes, ovaries. You're going to start to create a little bit of juices, all your juices coming inside the body. And you know that we love juices. We love nectar. I love nectar. You love nectar. So when we taste the nectar, oh, delicious. So get your nectar ready. Give your nectar, take your nectar. Feel what the nectar is. Bring your knees to the ground and let's go to child's pose. Arms alongside your body, palms facing up. And we understand right now, or we look for the understanding about what's happening right now. What is the feeling? What is the emotion? What is the thought? Sense it. What is the breathing? Is the inhale longer than the exhale? Is the exhale longer? Move your arms forward. Come up to your hands and knees. Roll your toes. Lift out to downward dog. Steady. Feel how it feels. Feel the right arm, the left leg, the right leg. Move the pelvis up, away. That's a beauty, that's right. So you're pushing, you're lifting, you're creating the actions from within. Now slowly, walk with the feet halfway into the mat. Then bend the knees, move your hands to your hips. Elbows pointing out. And leading with your breastbone, lift. All the way up. Steady, straighten the knees. Good. Feel the breath. Stay alert, gather information. And now let's release. Okay. Now keep your hands to your hips, bend the knees as if you're sitting down on a stool, but maintaining your sense of, yes, right, your sense of stability. And now cross the right leg on top of the left thigh. Good. You feel the center, the nectar of that left foot. And then you hook with the right foot behind your left calf. Or you can keep that right big toe on the outside of the left ankle joint. So you maintain that action too. If perhaps the body doesn't have the light and the openness to do that, you skip your toes or you hook the foot. Once you feel that that action is happening, if your foot hook, squeeze your calves and squeeze. Remember those inner thigh muscles? Squeeze them. Now move your arms forward in front of the shoulders and bring the right elbow underneath the left elbow. Squeeze your forearms, press your palms against each other. So feel that you are trying to squeeze the juice out of your hands. Squeeze the juice of your forearms. Squeeze the juice of your legs. Squeeze your inner thighs as if you're hugging a rope right in between your thighs. And now bring your elbows in line with your knees, your forearms parallel to the ground, your neck long. That's right. And now look at the light from within you. Sense the light from within you. Enlighten up. We want to enlighten up. That's the ultimate goal of yoga. We're using the body, we're using energy, we're using the mind, we're using intelligence. Vijnana Maya Kosha, so that we can go to the Ananda Maya Kosha. 2 more rounds of breath. Listen to the breath. 1 more. And gently lift up. Unwind your arms, unwind your legs. And feel and observe the light. Observe and being, yes, clear with the light. Even if you get blinded by the light. I know that was a song of the 80s, I think. But feel. Move your hands to your hips. Good. And now bend the knee. As if you're sitting down on a stool, but maintaining your sense of verticality. And now shift away to the right foot. Cross the left leg on top of the right thigh. And you can try to hook the foot, or you can keep your toe on the outside. You maintain stability. Remember, the key of practicing asanas, according to Patanjali, is that the poses, the asanas, need to have stability and ease. That's the key. It's a prerequisite for us to then understand how to get to the light. Once you feel that action, squeeze your inner thighs, so you feel you create action in your inner thighs. You create the action on your calves, move your arms forward. It's about action, so be activist, become an activist. Bring the left elbow underneath, press your palms against each other and start to release the juice in your arms, the juice getting out of your shoulder blades. Activate your lower abdominal area and with an exhale, flex forward and down. Now listen to the breath. Make the back of your neck long. Relax your jaw. Relax your temples. Relax and feel how it feels. Stay alert. Gather information about what is going on. Sense it. Be clear about it. No doubt about it. Feel the inhales. Feel the exhales. Squeeze your inner thigh muscles. Those muscles on the inner thigh, squeeze them. Squeeze your forearms. Squeeze the apana vayu, the exhale, squeeze it and push it out. You don't want it anymore. You want the new you. I want the new you. You want the new me. Yes, I finished 58. I'm going to my 59, but I feel greater, better than ever. I am feeling that I am making my life better than ever. So sense it. And with an inhale, lift up, unwind, and release. Sense it. Feel how it feels. Stay alert. Now inhale, lift up your arms over your head. Exhale, forward and down. Uttanasana. Good. Inhale, halfway up. And walk to downward dog. Staying there. You come to downward dog. You feel your forearms moving towards each other. You feel your shoulder blades separating away from each other. So you are clear about that action. Sense it. Feel it. And now we're working on specific muscles of the body. We're working in how to bring light into different parts of you. So bring your knees to the ground. Cross your shins to the back and sit behind your heels. Straighten your legs forward. That's right, flex your feet. Stay alert. And now slowly, because you're working on those muscles, flexing the feet with your right hand, grab the inside of the right thigh and move the right thigh out, totally out. Let's do the same thing with the left. Yeah. Opening up. Flex your feet, knees pointing up. Good. Feel the sitting bounce in the ground. And let's try to do a little bit of a cow's tilt on your pelvis. In other words, remember that in the cow's tilt, we create a little bit of contraction around your lumbar area, so that way your lumbar goes back where it belongs. So you feel that action. Now with an inhale, lift up your arms over your head, interlock the fingers over your head, and flip your palms up. Keep your chin level, back of your neck long, and now feel, remember the back of your head, your occipital aligning with your sacrum. Feel that action. Press the right heel down, the left heel down, and now trying to lift up the left heel and the right heel off the ground. So you're feeling that you are bringing light into the activity, into the action of lifting up the heels off the ground. So your quads are really engaged. And I want you to engage again your inner thigh muscles. Move your arms forward, flip your palms away, alternate the crossing of the fingers, flip your palms, and lift up again. Lift up your arms, and now lift up the heels off the ground. Feel the back of your knees, and press with the back of the knees down. Feel it, stay alert. Feel the lifting, stay alert. Gather information, elbows straighten, drop the shoulder blades down, move the back of your neck, aligning with your sacrum, and move your arms forward, flip your palms, stay, relax, inhale, lift up your arms up, now both arms up, and with an exhale, rotate the pelvis at the head of the femur and come forward and down. Move your hands to the ground, shoulder distance apart, and now inhale, look forward, open up your heart, open up your pelvis, open up your legs, and with the next exhale, bring your forehead to the ground. If your forehead touches the ground, great. If not, aim to do that. But do not stop breathing. Keep paying attention to the inhales and the exhales, because pranayama will help us connect the mind and the body together. The breath is the bridge. I want you to now pay attention to your inner right leg and move your inner right leg out. The inner left leg out. Feel your legs opening out. Walk with your hands forward. If your forehead is in the ground, now lift up your chin, chin in the ground, and look forward. That's right. Now engage your quads. Feel your kneecaps lifting. Feel your heels are more lifting. Steady. And now slowly walk with your right hand towards the right foot. Grab the right foot and walk with your left hand towards the right foot as well. So both hands to the right foot. Grab the inside of the outside of the right foot. And now bring your forehead to touch the right shin. That's right. Feel, reach the left heel away from the body. Sense it. Feel the inhales, feel the exhale. Bring that left sitting bone to the ground as you're going to the right. And now walk to the center. Crawl with your hands to the center. Feel the rotation. Now, crawl with your left hand to the left foot. Crawl with your right hand to the left foot. Grab the inside and the outside of the foot. And bring now your forehead or your chin into the inner thigh. Anchor that left sitting bone in the ground. Feel that left sitting bone in the ground. Feel the right sitting bone in the ground, and pay attention to your inner thigh muscles, because they are helpful. So, especially if you want to go into a horseback riding, you want to use your inner thighs. Feel your inner thighs so you can squeeze and squeeze, and you get into that action really clear. Now let's come back to the center. Come back to the center and bring your chin to the ground. Now that you see your chin to the ground and you're looking forward, now right hand to the right foot and left hand to the left foot. That's right. And now look forward. Open up your heart. And now I want you to do a little bit of a back bend. So feel that cow's tilt. Feel the cow's tilt. Or feel how it feels. Stay alert. Gather information. And slowly move your arms forward to the front. Now crawl with your hands back. Lift up the torso. Now those legs in the inner thighs are really active. So use your hands to lift up the knees. That's right. New knees. Stay alert. Gather information. Feel how it feels. Stay alert. Sense it. Straighten your legs forward. Good. Inhale, lift up your arms over your head. High up. And with an exhale, forward and down. Paschimottanasana. So feel the inhales and the exhales. Remember, we're looking for light. Light. We're looking to enlighten up. We're looking for the light in every one of the cells of the body. So that light will exchange the old you for the new you, because the best of you is yet to come. The best of me is yet to come. Yes, I'm turning right now. I'm living right now my 59 years of age. All right? But the best of me is yet to come. I still can do what I want to do with my body, all of it. Okay, my body functions really well. My mind, a little bit more of a problem, but I'm gonna work on it. Sense it, be clear about it. Stay alert. Now, slowly, inhale, look forward. Lift up. Good. Now, with the help of your hands, lift up the knees. Good. And now, I want you to separate your feet hip distance apart. Move the right hand inside of the right leg, grab the left foot, and move the left ankle to the outside of the right hip joint. Now, with your left hand, grab your right ankle joint, move that right ankle joint to the outside of the left hip joint, and bring the knees, one knee on top of the other. We're gonna work again with those muscles in your inner thigh. So feel the inner thigh muscles and squeeze as if you are squeezing. I know some of you have been in my classes, and when I do that action, sometimes I put my fist in between your thighs so you can squeeze it. So feel it. Stay alert. Now inhale, lift up the left arm over your head. High up, upward rotation. Open up the right arm. Flex your right elbow and move the right hand high up in between the shoulder blades. Flex the left elbow. Clasp the fingers. Take a deep inhale. Run left elbow up to the north. Right elbow down to the south. Take a deep inhale and exhale forward and down. Chin in front of the knee. Sense it. Now listen to the breath. Listen to your inhales and your exhales, because that's where the change is. The change is in the breathing, because the breathing is constantly changing, is circulating. So bring the new stuff. Release the old stuff. Release what you're not and bring the newness. Be open with your heart and gently inhale, lift up. Release your arms, straighten your legs forward. And let's do the opposite. Bend the knees, separate your feet hip distance apart. Move that now left hand underneath the left leg. Grab the right ankle joint. Move the right ankle joint to the outside of the left hip joint. With the right hand, grab the left. Move one knee on top of the other. Keep the knees into the top of each other. Squeeze your inner thigh. Stay alert. Inhale, lift up. Right arm up. Upward rotation of the right arm. Open up the left arm. Flex the left elbow. Move the left hand in between the shoulder blades. Flex the right elbow. Clasp the fingers. Take a deep inhale. Lift up with the right elbow to the north. And exhale forward and down. Chin in front of the knee. Now listen to the breath. We're looking for light. To enlighten up. Enlightenment. That's what we want. That's my ultimate goal. There is no way. If I came to planet Earth, I want to enlighten up and go where the light is. Above. That's why the light is going to come from above. It's going to go to the center, crown of the head, to your hypothalamus, pituitary gland, pineal gland, sensing, going all the way to your root. So uproot yourself. Get what you think you know you are and open up to the new one. So open up the heart and gently inhale, lift up. Good. Unwind. Good. Straighten your legs forward. Good. Inhale, lift up your arms up. Exhale, Paschimottanasana, which is a neutral pose. So it will help you counteract the actions that we did. Stay alert. Gather information. Now, inhale, look up. and gently lift up. Move your hands behind your hip joints, about a foot and a half. Point with your toes. Shift the weight to your hands, bend your elbows. Lift up the pelvis. Good. And now move the chin to the back. Feel the inhales, feel the exhales. Gather information. I'm pointing with the toes now. Good. Sense it. That's right. Open up the heart. Feel it. Stay alert. Lift up the pelvis a little bit higher. Engage your calf. Engage your hamstring, buttocks, lower back muscles, middle back, upper back, and gently release. Bend the knees. Bring the knees to your chest. Cross your shins. Rock yourself forward and come to downward dog. Feel your downward dog. Stay alert. Gather information about your downward dog. Stay alert. Yes, I'm not going to give you Shavasana because it's only 60 minutes. Alright? So you're going to do your Shavasana after. But we're going to do headstand. Forearms in the ground. Interlock the fingers. Crown of the head in the ground. Good. And then crawl with your toes towards your elbows. Open the armpits. And gently lift up. Feel the inhales. Feel the exhales. And gather information while being upside down. So feel the inhales, feel the exhales, point with your toes, but then bring your toes to face your eyes and bring the balls of your feet high up, lifting. That's a beauty, that's right. So you sense that you are lifting. You're looking right now for the light with the balls of your feet. So lift up the shoulder blades. Feel the inhales. Feel the exhales. Gather information about what's real and gather information about what's not. We're here for only 7 more rounds of breath. Yes, it's a short one because we have a limited amount of time. But remember, I promised you, I wanted to give you more for less. We did the chakras. We're going to continue doing that. We're going to do different packages so that you can practice with me, so that I can practice with you, because without you I will not be here, and without me you will not be here. So we are interconnected. This is our social distance connection, but I cannot wait to hug you all. And you know that I'm a good hugger because you have been with me, you have practiced together, and I want to hug you, and I want to feel you, and I want to squeeze you, and I want to squeeze the juice out of you because I want nectar. So feel the nectar. 2 more rounds of breath. Feel the nectar. Squeeze to the innermost. Squeeze the nectar with every exhale. And gently start to come down slowly. Observe how you come down. Bring light into the action of coming down from the pose. Light into the action. Feel your electromagnetic field, and let's go to child's pose and feel your electromagnetic field. Stay alert. Gather information. Be clear about it. Now move your arms forward. Come up to your hands and knees. Go to your belly. Good. And flip your body over. Bend the knees and keep your feet in the ground flat. Press your hands down, lift up the pelvis, and interlock the fingers underneath your body. Walk your shoulder blades towards each other. Press the back of your head down against the ground and move your chin away from your chest. That's right. Open up the collarbones. Activate calves, hamstrings, buttocks. Open up the groins. Don't allow your knees to splay to the outside, so maintain. Stay in the light. Stay in the light. Lift up the heels and gently release. Round your back. Good. Feel how it feels. Bring the knees to your chest. Bring your forehead and your knees to touch. Good. Rock yourself back and forth. And come up to a seated position. Cross your legs. Relax your hands on top of your knees, on top of your thighs, on your lap. Now relax your tongue. Relax your nostrils. That's right. We're going to the light. We're going to the unknown. But the light will bring clarity into it. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. Bow towards the wisdom of your heart.